You really didn't plan anything for our intro.
Nope.
I'm disgusted with you.
You had to do
Are you
it.
kidding me? This is my first episode on this channel, and you're just going to leave me hanging like this.
Oh, yeah.
You've been on an episode already. You know exactly what we're supposed to be doing.
One episode, but you gotta roast the newbies a little bit. So.
This is outrageous. Kyler, how could you pair me with
There
this
is no Kyler.
What?
Kyler can't help
Kyler,
you.
you're standing right there. Stop.
Also, industry news.
Oh.
Industry
This
news.
is where we transfer. Industry news.
Halo 5 just came out, and there were rumors that it might come out for the PC. Frank O'Connor, the production director, hinted at in a live stream when a fan asked a question, could it come to PC? And he's like, yeah, it could. So
He shrugged.
fans sort of ran with this, and it became a giant rumor, and then people had to shut it down. Halo 5 is going to be an Xbox One exclusive for the time being.
What does Phil think about this?
Phil?
Phil Spencer.
I don't know.
Is Phil upset that this leaked?
I'm upset
Oh, really? Why are you upset?
because I really want Halo 5 on PC because
So this should be good news then.
it should be, but basically they had to go back on what they said and say, they had to clarify because they always do this sort of thing to where it's like, oh yeah, I mean like Halo on the PC, it could happen. And then they basically, what they actually said was, it's possible, Windows 10, Xbox, that's happening, but there's no plans for it.
I mean, I always wondered why there was such a big push for it when Halo was so clearly built for a console space. Like, when you want a console shooter on a PC, at what point, why aren't you just playing a PC shooter on the PC, you know?
Personally, I want Halo 5 on the PC because I spent a whole summer basically playing all night until my parents woke up and then went to sleep, just playing Halo Combat Evolved. So I want to relive that experience with multiplayer and this whole story.
That doesn't sound healthy to relive. I can't advise you to do that.
Well, you know, not exactly, but close.
Good. Stay safe.
I will.
Paris Games Week happened on Tuesday. It's
Oh, yeah, it did.
awesome because they were actually, Sony was absent from Gamescom in Germany. And that kind of left it with just Microsoft presenting a bunch of games, and there was nothing from Sony's side. But they said they'd be at Paris Games Week, which is Tuesday.
I can just imagine Microsoft in an empty room being like, we showed up, where is it?
Right, they were alone. It's kind of disappointing because we only get one press conference. Like, there's no fun in that. You want to see both sides. Nintendo doesn't count.
Someone's got to like
Don't
win.
ask about Nintendo. So anyway, big news. The games that they showed off that I thought were most prominent, there was stuff like Gran Turismo Sport, Detroit, Wild, Tekken 7,
Yep.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Dreams, Gravity Rush 2, Until Dawn Rush of Blood, which is the DLC.
Yep.
Which is a on-rail shooter. It's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that yet. They showed some Uncharted 4 multiplayer.
There we go.
Matterfall, which is Housemarque's new game, which is going to be really interesting when we see more on that. And then there was a little bit of talk about PlayStation VR. Riggs, which is their mech combat game, they showed that off a lot. They said Tekken 7 is going to be a VR game, which is crazy to think about.
That'd actually be a little bit fun. I think I'm into that idea.
One of the old Tekkens, I can't remember which number, had a first-person mode, and it was like terrible and really cheesy. And granted, like just because it's in VR, it could still be like third-person. But then I kind of wonder, like, what's the point? Like, if you're using VR to play a third-person game, I feel like that's kind of, I don't know. I don't really see the purpose.
Hey, I'm in the crowd. Awesome.
The Rush of Blood's gonna be on VR too. It's an on-rail shooter, so kind of a downer for me. I feel like they're kind of squandering the IP already. Like, it's this brand new thing, and they didn't expect it to do well. It's actually sold like really respectively, way above their projected numbers.
Right.
Because like no one thought this game was gonna be good. And
Probably because of Let's Players. It's like, oh, scary game, let's go.
right, that was probably a huge part of the market.
Yeah.
They didn't really account for it, but now I feel like they're just sort of making the Until Dawn kind of name into just their horror franchise instead of what that game really was. So they're just gonna tack on this kind of cheesy on-rail shooter with a spooky ghost on a roller coaster. Like,
If you got Jason with a bloody knife, it's like, boo.
that would be better than the stupid ghost they had, honestly. It was a good show. I think they showed off a lot of cool stuff. I was really excited to see Wild. It was a dude on a bear attacking cannibals. He possessed like a rabbit at one point. It was kind of cute. Cute little rabbit swimming in a body of water.
Yeah.
Then there was a snake lady. Oh, it's weird.
Always gotta have a snake lady.
I'll show it to you guys later. It was
Awesome.
cool. Man, you know, I really like this coat.
Yeah, it's a nice coat.
Like, do you mind if I keep it, actually?
I mean, I could buy another, so you can go ahead and, you know.
You know, I just think I wear it, like, really well, you know? Like, you see I got
it's
the
a really good coat.
You know, I can maybe show a little bit. Like, I think, you know, I just wear it better than you, honestly, at the end of the day.
Back to the games.
You know.